What's up everybody, Anthony from Granddaddy Herps, and this is going to be the pickup video of what I got from the Pomona Reptile Expo in Southern California. And I got some good stuff. Got one bearded dragon for my coworker's son, who's been wanting a bearded dragon for a long time now. So I finally kind of pushed her to make it happen. I said, hey, I'm going to the Reptile Expo tomorrow. Do you want me to grab one? They're usually really cheap. Then I sent her a picture of one of the bearded dragons, and I was like, only 40 bucks, and she's like, yeah, buy it. So let me grab that, and we'll get the video started off with that. Alright guys, so first thing we'll get the video started off with is the bearded dragon that I got for my co-worker's son. Gorgeous female, really gorgeous. And that's the thing is, when I first got into bearded dragons like 7-8 years ago, something like this was, you know, very expensive, couple $100s. But now this was only 40 bucks, which is awesome because you can get a variety of colors on bearded dragons now. She's like, let me out. I'm not gonna open this up and get her out. She's looking up. She's so cute. It's funny how like bulgy their eyes are when they're young. Super cute. Okay, so it's not my pickup, but thought I'd show you guys that anyway. Get to my pickups now. So first thing I'm going to show you, I've actually had one of these before. I'm going to be completely honest with you. I had a freak accident, and I ended up losing the original one I had due to the freak accident. Freak accident being is I was, so what it is first before is I got me another Avicularia versicolor tarantula. So I had one of these a couple years ago, like 2 years ago or so. Put on some nice size, had a few molts. The blues really started coming out, intense blues from rubbing the top. Wanted to try to get the price off, but whatever. It's only 15 bucks for the actual acrylic setup. But it's gonna be hard to get you guys an up close on this tee. Let me see if I can set it on something and get you guys as good of a close-up as I can. Okay guys, that's about as good of a close-up as I'm gonna get. As you can see, it's actually feeding on a mealworm. So I threw 1 or 2 of those in the last night, and it managed to grab it. The mealworm may have even climbed up and got trapped in the web, but it's about really one of the few things you can actually feed a sling this size. See if I can get my pinky in there. It's about the size of my fingernail. It's very small, but I like them that small. I like to raise it up. This is a pet. It's not going to be like a breeding project, at least not right now. It's not. So it's about as close as I can get without a micro lens. But yeah, super excited. What I was saying is what happened with the freak accident was I actually had the last enclosure open, and I was doing some cleaning, if I remember, and I would use tongs to kind of guide it where it needed to go. And I looked away for a quick second, and then when I turned back, the spider was crawling really fast up the tongs, and it was almost at my hand. And just natural instinct, I dropped the tongs, and along with the tongs, the spider went down, and it just so happened to basically squish the spider, and so I lost it. It managed to like survive for a couple days, but I can just tell it wasn't gonna make it, so I had to put it down. It was very depressing for me at the time. I was really bummed out because I had made so much progress with it being my first tarantula, and I was doing really well with it. Again, it had a couple molts, had its nice blue colors that came through, and it was just getting big. It was looking very strong, and then user error. So basically got to be more cautious when I do cleaning and stuff like that. So, you know, learn once from my mistake. I'm not gonna let that happen again. But let's get to the next pickup. Okay guys, so my next addition is actually in this enclosure. See if I can open this to get the reflection out. I'm gonna get this little one out of here. So, thing with me is I keep all my enclosures. So this, I didn't have to go out and buy all the new stuff. I already had this stuff laying around. So you guys are probably looking like, what the heck is in there? Where the heck is it? But believe it or not, it is it is there. It's actually right there. You can see the striped lines, or the striped line, and then it goes up and it splits. It's actually the head. So this guy's, let me see if I can get him out without causing him too much. These guys are nocturnal, so, and they're very, very fast, very skittish for the most part. So hopefully I don't get bit. Come on, little one. There you go. Come on. Nice. All right, let me see if I can leave him there and get you guys a nice shot. All right, there he is. There's the color. All right. So what we have here is a white line gecko, also known as skunk gecko. I really wanted to get a gecko. I'm torn between it. I was torn between a couple of things. I kind of wanted to get another crested gecko. Come on, camera. Kind of wanted to get another crested gecko, and I had seen these skunk geckos before, but I never seen one in person, or at least I never really paid attention. But as soon as I saw him, I was like, man, he is gorgeous. And the care for these guys is they're cousins to the tokay gecko, and their husbandry is very similar to crested geckos. So I already had the setup and everything I possibly could need to bring this guy home. So let's get this off the tripod, get you guys a little bit closer. These guys are just like crested geckos in the fact that they love to jump. I really need to invest in a micro lens so I can get you guys much closer. Gorgeous. I'll give you guys a facts video on these guys here real soon. There's actually some cool facts with these guys. Gorgeous. Come on, camera. Oh, there's a lot of color. Awesome. Very nice colors on this guy. I don't even need to handle him, you just stay right there. Awesome. Very excited about this pickup, and these guys are actually relatively inexpensive. Awesome. Alright. Let's get to my last pickup. The last one I actually wasn't even planning on getting. I wasn't going to the show really for anything, but I said if I see an aviculated versicolor, I'll probably buy one of those, and I knew I wanted to get a gecko, so that's like what I really was shooting for, was a gecko. Awesome. Alright, let's get to the next pickup. Okay guys, last but not least, this is my last pickup. Again, I wasn't planning on picking this girl up, but when I saw the price, I didn't hesitate, grabbed it and said, I'm buying this right now. And it's funny because there was a mother and a daughter, I think it was, right in front of me, that I think they overheard me talking about it. And then they kind of picked it up and examined it and whatnot. And in my head, I'm like, don't buy it, please don't buy it. And then one of the younger girl basically turned around and said, here, I heard you talking about it, you want to look at her? And I was like, I don't want to look at her, I'm gonna buy her, but you get first dibs because you had it first. And she's like, oh no, we're not buying. And I was like, awesome. And then literally as I'm waiting for the guy to take my money, some guy comes up to me and is like, hey bro, are you gonna buy that? And I'm like, yeah. He's like, oh, because I was about to say, if you don't buy that, I'm buying that, because that's a stupid price. He's like, that is amazing. He's like, what is she, about like 800 grams or so? He's like, you'd be dumb not to buy that. I was like, oh no dude, I'm buying this girl. So, and then what's hilarious is, I kid you not, about 4 or 5 other people basically are not being nosy, but they're being nosy, and they look and they see the price and they're like, are you kidding me? Where'd you get that from? So it was that intense where I was like, I gotta get this girl. So she's a pastel clown. She's on the skinny side, so a little hesitant, but for the price, I mean, it was very, very inexpensive. So I would have been stupid not to buy her. She's skinny, but she's not like terrifyingly skinny, if that makes sense. But for her being just a straight pastel clown, she looks amazing. And she was actually in shed. Let me zoom out a little bit if I can. She was actually in shed. Let me take you guys over to better lighting. Okay, here's a better look at her, guys. Sorry, I almost dropped the camera and she like spazzed out for a second, so I had to worry more about her than the camera. But for her being just a pastel clown, I keep scratching my head like, she kind of looks like a killer clown. But she was sold to me as a pastel clown. She looks like a pastel clown. She just looks really good for being just a pastel clown. She still has her white teardrops, because I've seen a lot of these things brown out at this size. She looks like, I mean, if she was at a real healthy weight, she looks like she'd easily be a 1,300 gram snake. She's at 900 grams. I just weighed her last night. Haven't had time to edit the video from Pomona. About to do that right now. And then I'm gonna post that video before this video. But I am super, super excited about this girl. So I'm gonna do my best to get her eating, get her healthy, get her to a nice weight, and then the pastel leopard head clown is definitely gonna be going to this to hopefully go for the killer leopard clown. That would just be phenomenal. Tell me what you guys think. Really bright pastel clown, huh? Let's see if I can get a nice shot of her face. I've always loved the pastel clown head pattern. It reminds me of kind of like some Hawaiian, like, or not Hawaiian, but like, yeah, I guess Hawaiian, like the tiki stuff. There we go. But yeah, guys, please give this video a like. Please subscribe if you haven't already for more videos to come. Appreciate all the support from everybody. Wouldn't keep doing this if it wasn't for you guys. So much love and respect. As always, Anthony from Granddaddy Herbs. Peace.